Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we got a 1998 Toyota Sienna minivan, and today we're going to be changing the brakes. Just bought some cheap AutoZone front brake pads. Got the little lube and to make sure everything stays quiet. Got your 12 and your 14 millimeters, 2 jack stands. This is to push the caliper piston back in. Brake tool, your impact for 17s, and to remove the lug nuts, because if you're gonna do your rotors. I'm not doing the rotors today, but I'm gonna show you how to take it out anyways, because I need to buy new rotors. But in the meanwhile, I'll just change the pads. Since it's lifetime warranty, I can always replace it. So let's jack it up. Alright, so here's my floor jack. I'll show you the jacking point if you guys didn't know. Jacking point, that's right there. Watch as my jack touches it. Boom. Now just jack it up. But for most of you guys, if you guys don't have an impact, you might want to loosen the wheels before you jack it up. Car's jacked up. Jack's on that side. Let me show you the jack points. So you put your jacks in safely and secure. So as you see, there's a little tab under here. There's a little notch. You can see the notches. Make sure your jack stands on. And you lower it. You can leave a jack under there for extra safety. Push down on the car. Make sure it's not going anywhere. You're gonna have to pop your head to double check the brake fluid. And brake fluid is right here. It's probably low because your pads are probably out. So once you push in the piston back, it'll rise back up. You'll see. Next step, take the wheels off. Lug nuts are off. Let's pull it off. Stick the wheel under the car for extra security. And we'll get to the brake pads. Alright, so you can see my rotors are all fucked up. I'm gonna get new ones. I was gonna resurface it, but I resurfaced them a couple times already and I haven't had time, so they're pretty bad. Don't judge me. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna loosen up this bolt right here. Is it number 14? Just to you're just gonna change the pads. All you gotta do is just replace that. I'm gonna show you what else to take out to remove the rotor. So once you remove this whole caliper, the rotor will come off. So here's a 17 right here for the caliper. Another 17 right here. So once you remove those two 17s, the caliper will be loose. And then you remove. Sometimes you can just grab a zip tie and zip tie this whole caliper up on your spring, or get a bungee cord, and just do that. If you have no space, you can remove this nut right here, the 12 millimeter for the brake line to get some extra leverage. So yeah, let me remove this number 14 right here, and I'm gonna just replace the pads. Alright, so 14 millimeters off, and see, it's kind of stuck right now. pads are pretty much done. And they have these little pins. These pins just hold it in place. It doesn't make it like separate and touch the piston all the time, so it holds it in. So just remove these. Then you can remove your pads. And it's done. I haven't really drove this car, so I got other cars. But you see how bad they are. And these, make sure they fall off. Just grease them up or like clean them up and then put them back. So once again, yeah, it is recommended to resurface the rotor or replace the rotors. And here again, here's the 17mm, and that one's up here. Once you remove those two, this caliper will come off. The rotor has no bolts on it because it's Toyota, and they'll just slide right off. If it doesn't come off, use the number 12mm in here. Just screw it in and it'll pop out. So yeah, you guys are good. So I'm gonna replace the pads right now, grease them. Alright, so here's a comparison. New pads, old pads. These have a little shim to them. So what I usually do is I remove this pad, this little black plate, put grease behind it, and put grease on top. Same thing with this. Grease behind it, grease on top. Look at this. Put behind the pads. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys. Here's the grease. It's grease inside. Grease on the, start focusing. Grease on the side tabs. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do it to this one and I'm gonna slap them back on. Alright, here's a quick lesson on why you don't buy AutoZone brake pads. That shit don't fit. Looks about the same. But when you put them on, they don't fit. As you can see, look, they don't go in. It's like really tight. See? And if they do go in, they don't move. And that's a problem. You want them to be able to slide, like open and close easily. So I gotta take it back to AutoZone and get ones that actually do fit. It's wasting my time. Back to AutoZone. Freaking shit. Hopefully they give me the right ones. Alright, so I end up using the C-Tech for right now because the AutoZone ones didn't fit at all. Here's it is. It fits. These pads fit pretty good. It's a little tight too, but it fits a lot better than the AutoZone ones. These actually go in. And yeah, that's all you need to do. Thanks for watching.